Coming up, a review of the book Genghis Khan Life, Death and Resurrection, written by John Mann. Namaste, friends. My name is Shilly Subramanian Payamal, and you are listening to the Histology podcast. Before I proceed, a full disclosure. This book was bought with my own money and not been provided to me by the author or publisher. Little bit about the author. John Mann is a historian and traveler with special interest in Mongolia and the history of the written communication. His Gobi Tracking the Desert was the first book on the subject since the 1920s. He is also the author of The Atlas of the Year 1000, a portrait of the world at the turn of the millennium, Alpha Beta on the roots of the alphabet, and the Gutenberg Revolution, an examination of the origins and impact of printing. Some of his other books are Attila, the barbarian king who challenged Rome, Kublai Khan, the Mongol king who remade China, Saladin, the life, the legend and the Islamic empire, the Amazons, the real warrior women of the ancient world, etc. His latest book is Conquering the North, China, Russia, Mongolia, 2000 years of conflict. He lives in London. Let me read a brief description of the book. Quote, Genghis Khan is one of history's immortals, a leader of genius and the founder of the world's greatest land empire, twice the size of Rome's. His mysterious death in 1227 placed all at risk, so it was kept a secret until his heirs had secured his conquests. Secrecy has surrounded him ever since. His undiscovered grave, with its imagined treasures, remains the subject of intrigue and speculation. Today, Genghis is by turns scourge, hero and demigod. To Muslims, Russians and Europeans, he is a mass murderer. Yet in his homeland, Mongols revere him as the nation's father. Chinese honor him as a dynastic founder, and in both countries, worshippers seek his blessing. This book is more than just a gripping account of Genghis's rise and conquest. John Mann uses first-hand experience to reveal the Khan's enduring influence. He is the first writer to explore the hidden valley where Genghis may have died, and one of the few Westerners to climb the sacred mountain where he was probably buried. The result is an enthralling account of the man himself and of the passions that surround him today. For in legend, ritual and controversy, Genghis lives on. Unquote. I had read Jack Weatherford's Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World in early 2021, and needless to say, I had found it simply brilliant. It is easily one of the most amazing books you'll ever read. While picking up this book, I thought there might be a lot of similarities between the two, but thankfully I was proven wrong. In this book, author John Mann doesn't just recount events, he retraces footsteps. It is a vivid and engaging exploration of one of history's most enigmatic figures, Genghis Khan, the Mongol conqueror whose empire reshaped the medieval world. His narrative is fueled by first-hand exploration, from the plains of Mongolia to the deserts of Central Asia. This gives the book a dynamic, almost tactile quality. As a reader, you don't merely learn about Genghis Khan, you travel with him. The author journeys through Mongolian landscapes, and his conversations with local historians, shamans and even descendants of the Khan add a rare authenticity to the narrative. You will feel as though you are in a gur tent, sipping fermented mare's milk, listening to history whispered across centuries. Where previous Western historians often painted Genghis Khan as a barbarian scourge, Mann shows how much of that image was shaped by fearful chroniclers from Europe and China. He makes a strong case that the Mongol Empire, for all its bloodshed, may have done more to connect East and West than any single force before the modern age. Personally speaking, I found the most compelling parts of the book to be those dealing with the enigma of Genghis Khan's death and burial. Mann explores the legend of the secret grave allegedly lost somewhere in the Khenti mountains and uses modern technology and historical detective work to pursue the mystery. Though he offers no definitive solution, the journey is the point. He invites us readers into the chase, part archaeology, part folklore and part spiritual pilgrimage. Published in 2004, this book remains a standout for its ability to bring the past to life while grappling with the myths and realities of a man whose influence still echoes across Central Asia. Final verdict. John Mann's approach is particularly compelling for its blend of historical rigor, narrative flair and a traveler's curiosity about the landscapes and cultures tied to Genghis's legacy. His prose is accessible, brisk and often witty, making this book ideal for readers who are fascinated by world history but don't want to slog through academic text. It bridges the gap between scholarly analysis and travel writing, much like William Dalrymple or Colin Thoreau, though Mann's focus remains firmly on one figure and one culture. For anyone planning a journey to Mongolia or simply wanting to armchair travel through history, Genghis Khan Life, Death and Resurrection is a perfect companion. I give this book 4.25 out of 5. And before I finish, I must add that the accompanying maps, illustrations and photos are in itself worth the price of the book. The pics show life in rural Mongolia, place where Genghis Khan was most likely born, the Blue Lake where Temujin was perhaps crowned Genghis Khan, the ruins of Merv, mausoleum of Genghis Khan, and the Holy Mountain. At the time of recording this book review, the book is available in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle formats. It is yet to be made available on Audible. I have given the respective buy links in the show notes. Please check them out for the latest prices. Last but not the least, thank you for spending a valuable time listening to this book review. Really grateful. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Histology podcast on your favorite podcasting app, and also feel free to leave a review. Also, please check histology.com for all previous episodes. Thanks and looking forward to hearing from you. Take care and bye.